Welcome back once again, everybody. As promised, we are back for Amy's Fat Pack opening, so I'm going to have very feminine-looking hands, and by that I mean Amy's hands are here. I actually just wanted to point out, I didn't mention it because I didn't realize it in the last video, but if you look at this D20, if you are aware of how the D20s look for Oath of the Gatewatch, you might be a little confused, as we all were, when I finally realized that that is a Battle for Zendikar D20 in the Oath of the Gatewatch Fat Pack. Dave was saying he hoped he picked it up in the last video. I hope as well. But I think that's a little odd. It is the first time that I've seen that because I have seen Oath of the Gatewatch D20s. So here's a Battle for Zendikar Black D20 that we got inside of our Oath of the Gatewatch Fat Pack. Let's see if Amy's is the same way. It's just very interesting that that happened that way. So we've already ripped it slightly on the side. So let's have Amy rip into this puppy and see what we get. We are still... If we're trying to complete the set, we are still looking for General Tazri, which is my favorite card in the set. We are looking for Chandra, and we are looking for the World Breaker Eldrazi. So we have all the materials. You saw those in the last video, so we'll just leave those off to the side, and we can rip right into this thing. Check out the land pack, which once again we will keep sealed. We will show you the deck box art for Nissa and Kozilek, and then move that to the side as well. We have the green D20, and it is the Battle for Zendikar D20 again. I have to check the Fat Packs, because I feel like when we did our Fat Pack openings that they were Oath of the Gatewatch D20s, but I could be wrong, which means we may still be missing the red D20 from this set. So now I'm going to have to go back and check that, but that's really weird. So we'll leave those off on the side. Weird, either a packaging error or what from Wizards of the Coast, I'm not really sure, but these are clearly Oath of the Gatewatch booster boxes, or Fat Packs, I mean. So we'll rip into these 9 packs. We have the land pack. As I said, we're going to keep it sealed. It is worth more money if you keep it sealed. These do have the wastes in them, so we'll keep those on the side. They are the Battle for Zendikar full art lands, but they do have the wastes art from Oath of the Gatewatch in there as well. So we're going to get started having Amy open up her Fat Pack. We have an Oath of Gideon pack first, so let's get started. Again, we'll quickly go through the commons and the uncommons and see what we get for the rare and mythic, but we won't not mention the names of the other cards. So we have Abstruse Interference, Akum Flame Seeker, Dazzling Reflection, aka the Stag Patronus, Pulse of Marasa, Unnatural Endurance, Vines of the Recluse, a Wastes, Kozilek's Wastes, Containment Membrane, Seer's Lantern, Core Sky Climber, Tranquil Expanse, Stoneforge Acolyte, Jiraga Auxiliary, and the rare or mythic is another Jorian Ruin Diver. Totally a card that we need to see a ton more of, so thank God. I'm being sarcastic. But there's Jorian Ruin Diver. Behind it we have a Full Art Plains and an Elemental Man-Thing token. So leave those on the side.
Are you leaving those though, or no?
Oh, we don't have to, because it doesn't matter. I only got one in the last one. We have an Oath of Nissa pack next. And we'll see what we get. I didn't get any Oaths. Oh, no, that's not. I got an Oath of Nissa, but we didn't see any Oath of Chandras. We have a Consuming Sinkhole, Searing Light, Negate, Netcaster Spider, Slaughter Drone, Canopy Gorger, Warden of Geometries, Spawnbinder Mage, Vampire Envoy, Reality Hemorrhage, Immolating Glare, Reaver Drone, and Flaying Tendrils. Our rare or mythic is Matter Reshaper. I've heard a lot of people saying a lot of good things about this card. I know Amy really enjoys the art. Not that I don't, but I know that Amy has mentioned that she enjoys the art on this card. In terms of value, I've heard a lot of people talking about this card as well. Behind it we have a Full Art Swamp and a Knight Ally token. Next pack we have an Oath of Chandra pack. Hopefully we can get a Chandra, or a General Tazri, or a World Breaker, so that we can finally complete this set. We have the Akum Flame Seeker, Dazzling Reflection, Slip Through Space, Loam Larva, Slaughter Drone, Lead by Example, Unknown Shores, Gravity Negator, Warden of Geometries, Stalking Drone, Pyromancer's Assault, Tears of Valakut,
That's a beautiful card.
yes, and Flaying Tendrils. And our rare or mythic is Ruins of Oran Reef. We got one in my fat pack as well, not super exciting. Behind it we have a Bowl Island, full art island, my favorite island art, and a red elemental creature token.
Cool looking.
We have two Oath of Nissa packs next. This is the first Oath of Nissa. I will say Amy's favorite planeswalker, we've mentioned it many times, is Nissa. So if Amy gets a Nissa, I'm sure she'll be super pleased. Ancient Crab, Alpha Protector, McKindy Aeronaut, Corpse Churn, Canopy Gorger, Sky Scourer, Expedition Raptor, Zada's Commando, Crumbling Vestige, Jwar Isle Avenger, Walker of the Wastes, Visions of Brutality, and Ruin in their wake. Our rare or mythic is Deep Fathom Skulker. Card's okay. We've seen a bunch. Not super exciting, but there it is. Behind the Deep Fathom Skulker, we have a full art plains and a plant token. Well, I mean, Nissa makes the plant tokens, if that matters. But otherwise, we still haven't seen Nissa. I know I mentioned completing the set, but again, I know that Amy would be super happy to see Nissa. So, in this pack, we have McKindy Aeronaut, Abstruse Interference, Akum Flameseeker, Netcaster Spider, Witness the End, Canopy Gorger, a Wastes, Ulamog's Waste, Sweep Away, Seer's Lantern, Oblivion Strike, Roiling Waters, Wall of Resurgence, and Jiraga Auxiliary. Our rare or mythic in this pack is an Overwhelming Denial. If you watched my fat pack opening, we've seen this card almost as often in foil as in non-foil. So here's an Overwhelming Denial rare. Behind it, we have a full art island and a zombie token. An Oath of Jace pack is next. I mentioned in my fat pack opening that we were trying to see whose fat pack would be better, mine or Amy's. And I gotta say, so far, sorry Amy, it is looking like it is mine. So if you didn't see that, go check it out. I'm sure it'll be annotated at the end for you to check out the whole playlist. We have Alpha Protector, McKindy Aeronaut, Abstruse Interference, Elemental Uprising, Sky Scourer, Saddleback Lagak, Sweep Away, Seer's Lantern, Oblivion Strike, Birthing Hulk, Walker of the Wastes, and Wall of Resurgence. Our rare or mythic in that pack is a mythic in Sphinx of the Final Word. As I said, not one of the three that we were looking for to complete the set, but a mythic nonetheless. The card is cool, a little expensive, but 5/5 flying and hexproof is pretty cool. It looks awesome with the energy coming out of his eyes, so it's a nice card. As far as I know, like I said, not super valuable, but still a cool card. And a mythic in a fat pack, which is always a good sign. Behind it is a foil full art plains, which is amazing. It is from Battle for Zendikar because the lands in Oath of the Gatewatch are from Battle for Zendikar, unlike what should be expected from the D20s. But regardless, this is a full art plains in foil. We have another full art plains, the exact same art right behind it, but in non-foil. We have an Eldrazi Scion token behind it. As Amy is ripping into the Oath of Chandra pack that we have next, I will say that the foil full art lands are worth, I mean, I wouldn't say an insane amount of money, but a nice amount of money, because full art lands are great and people like to bling out their constructed decks. We have a Searing Light as our first card. Negate. Maw of Kozilek. We haven't seen one of those, I think, in either of these openings, and I love that art. So a Maw of Kozilek. Lead by example. Untamed Hunger. Reality Hemorrhage. A Wastes, Kozilek's Wastes. That's 3. Containment Membrane. Bonesaw is ready. Grasp of Darkness. Meandering River. Reflector Mage. And our Ruins of Oran Reef again is our rare. So that's, I think, 2 in this fat pack for Amy. Yep, it is. I can see it down on the table there. And I got 1 in mine. But like I said, when I opened it in mine, I don't think we had seen a ton of them before now. So here's another Ruins of Oran Reef. I think that's relatively odd. And behind it, we have a foil weapons trainer, as Austin called it, the Winter Soldier from the Captain America movies. Just shake it a little bit so that we can get the foiling pattern on that puppy. There we go. I think that's also our second foil weapons trainer. So we're getting a lot of duplicate foils. So behind the foil weapons trainer, we have a full art forest. And behind that, a Knight Ally token. So we've seen a lot of Knight Ally tokens. That's pretty cool. We have the Dave is happy. We have the rules reference card, which we'll leave on the side. And we have our second to last pack in this fat pack being ripped into here. This one apparently being a little bit difficult. Sometimes that happens, and you have to, I know a lot of people are superstitious, saying that there's probably something good in there. So we'll see, fingers crossed. Consuming Sinkhole is right on top. Shoulder to Shoulder. Ancient Crab. Kozilek's Translator, aka Oil Slick. Lead by Example. Corpse Churn. Wastes, another Wastes. Containment Membrane. Bonesaw is ready again. Embodiment of Insight, Spatial Contortion, and Mind Melter. Our rare or mythic in this pack is another mythic in Inverter of Truth. On the channel, that makes a playset of Inverter of Truths for us, if not 5. Offhand, I don't remember, but I just think it's interesting. It is, I've mentioned, it's a smaller set, so we should be getting all the cards that we need out of all the stuff that we've opened, but we have so many duplicate mythics, and we're still missing 3. So there's an Inverter of Truth. Behind it, we have a foil common in the Alpha Protector, one that we have not seen in foil yet. Okay, very good. Behind the Alpha Protector, we have a Full Art Swamp, and behind that, an Eldrazi Scion token. We have 1 pack remaining. It is an Oath of Chandra pack. And let's see what we get in it. We do have 2 mythics out of this fat pack already, which is great. Again, none of the ones that we're looking for, but still mythics. I appreciate that greatly. We have an Ancient Crab starting it off. I know Amy likes her Ancient Crabs. So, Offer Protector. That sounded a lot worse than I meant it. Sorry.
It really did.
McKinney Aeronaut behind it. Netcaster Spider. Wow. Kozilek's Shrieker. Thanks, Wizards of the Coast, for making me say that. Lone Larva behind that. Goblin Freerunner behind that. Another Wastes. That's 4 Wastes out of this fat pack so far. Sweep Away. Seer's Lantern. Harvester Troll. Unity of Purpose. And Jiraga Auxiliary. Our rare or mythic is another Overwhelming Denial. As I said, we've seen a lot of these, and that's 2 Overwhelming Denials in this fat pack, 2 Ruins of Oran Reef in this fat pack. Behind Overwhelming Denial, let's see if we have anything else. We have a Full Art Plains, and behind that, an Eldrazi Scion token. So let's go over this fat pack. I think we should actually start over there, since we're at the end of this dual fat pack opening, and look at the D20s that we got in these 2 fat packs, just because I want to mention it one more time, because I think it's ridiculous. We have Battle for Zendikar D20s in the Oath of the Gatewatch fat packs, even though there are Oath of the Gatewatch D20s. Anyway, moving on from that, we have our rares down here at the bottom. We've got Overwhelming Denial, Jorian, Ruins of Oran Reef, along with the other Ruins of Oran Reef above it. We have the Matter Reshaper. Sorry to be making Dave jump all over the place here. But we've got the Matter Reshaper here, the Deep Fathom Skulker on this side, and the second Overwhelming Denial over here. I'll come back to the Mythic, but we can move to the Foil Offer Protector as our Foil Common. Passing the Inverter of Truth for a second, we've got the Foil Uncommon Weapons Trainer, aka Winter Soldier. And we have a Foil Full Art Plains. As for our mythics, like I said, there were 2. We'll start with the Inverter of Truth, which we now have many, many of. And one that we don't have a lot of, but is still a mythic nonetheless, is Sphinx of the Final Word. This was Amy's Fat Pack. As a quick assessment in my own head, as far as I know, I think mine was a little bit better. I won't rub it in her face in the video. We'll do that later when no one else is around. But I will say thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave you looking at all of it, or Dave actually will leave you looking at all of it, as Dave is on the camera with us as always. Thank you, Dave. You guys should definitely check out the rest of the videos on our channel if you want to hear more from Dave, Amy, Austin, Tiara, Schnoz. So you guys should definitely check those videos out. Subscribe down below. Check out our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are linked in the description. And as I always say, in whichever video you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.